What if I told you there's an entire world of mythology you've never heard of? Stories, more thrilling than Hollywood blockbusters, filled with gods, monsters, and mysteries lost to time. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of mythology's hidden gems, the untold tales from cultures around the globe. These are the stories your textbooks forgot to mention, but are too fascinating to ignore. Which of these myths will blow your mind the most? Stay tuned, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because this journey is just getting started. The deadly power of the river Styx. Deep in the underworld, there flows a river unlike any other, a river so powerful, so deadly, that even the gods feared its wrath. This is the river Styx, the unbreakable boundary between the living and the dead, and the keeper of divine promises. Swear an oath upon the Styx, and the stakes are eternal. For those who break their vow, there is no escape, not even for the gods. One tale tells of Helios, the god of the sun. The mighty Helios made a fateful promise on the banks of the Styx. His son, Phaethon, begged to ride the golden chariot of the sun, desperate to prove his worth. Helios, bound by his love and the unbreakable oath of the Styx, reluctantly agreed. But this promise would bring tragedy. Phaethon, unable to control the fiery horses, veered too close to the earth, scorching fields, drying rivers, and plunging the world into chaos. Zeus himself was forced to intervene, striking Phaethon down with a thunderbolt to save the earth. Helios, heartbroken but powerless, had no choice but to mourn his son, forever cursed by the vow he could not break. The man in the mirror. Imagine a mirror that doesn't just reflect your image, but reveals your deepest secrets. In Aztec mythology, this was no ordinary mirror. It was the smoking mirror of Tezcatlipoca, the god of shadows, chaos, and destiny. Tezcatlipoca, whose name means smoking mirror, was one of the most feared and revered gods of the Aztec pantheon. Legend has it that those who dared to look into Tezcatlipoca's mirror would see their future, or their doom. But his powers didn't stop there. One tale tells of his rivalry with Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. Tezcatlipoca, ever the trickster, lured Quetzalcoatl into disgrace. He offered him a drink of pulque, the sacred alcohol, convincing the noble god to indulge. Quetzalcoatl, intoxicated and shamed, fled into exile, leaving Tezcatlipoca to sow more chaos. He and Quetzalcoatl clashed repeatedly, their rivalry shaping the very fabric of creation. His influence extended to the stars themselves. Some say that the black spaces in the Milky Way are Tezcatlipoca's presence, ever watching, ever waiting. The tale of Erysichthon. Deep within the sacred groves of ancient Greece, there stood a tree so revered, so divine, that even the gods protected it. But what happens when greed blinds a mortal to the will of the gods? Erysichthon, a king of unrelenting greed, saw the sacred tree of Demeter, the goddess of the harvest, not as a symbol of divinity, but as timber to fuel his insatiable desires. With each strike of his axe, the forest wept, and the goddess's wrath grew. He ignored the warnings, cutting deeper and deeper, until the dryad, the tree's spirit, cried out in agony. Demeter heard the cries of her sacred grove and cursed Erysichthon with a hunger so insatiable it would consume everything he touched. No feast could satisfy him. He devoured his wealth, his kingdom, and even his family's fortune, leaving nothing but despair in his wake. In the end, his greed turned inward, and Erysichthon was left with only one thing to consume: himself. The Moon Rabbit. Hidden in moonlight and shadows lies the silhouette of a rabbit, a symbol of sacrifice, immortality, and a connection between worlds. But this isn't just one story. Across the globe, from China to the Aztec Empire, the moon rabbit leaps through mythology, carrying tales as timeless as the moon itself. In Chinese mythology, the moon rabbit is a companion of Chang'e, the goddess of the moon. The story begins long ago, with three gods descending to Earth in disguise. They asked three animals, a monkey, a fox, and a rabbit, for food. The monkey gathered fruit, the fox caught fish, but the rabbit, having nothing to offer, leaped into the fire to sacrifice itself. Moved by its selflessness, the gods rescued the rabbit and carried it to the moon, where it now prepares the elixir of immortality for Chang'e. Even today, when you look at the moon, you might just see its outline, pounding herbs in its celestial mortar. Myths like these remind us that the stories we tell are more than just tales. They're reflections of our deepest fears, our greatest hopes, and the eternal mysteries that connect us all. As long as we look to the stars, the forests, and the reflections in our mirrors, these myths will continue to inspire and intrigue. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the magic in the myths.